I'm Bob Wills, and this is my wife Dorinda, and we've lived here since September of 2006.
We were among the first to move in.
Yeah, we were the first couple. And then decide what we wanted to do, where we wanted to live, when we wanted to retire and stuff. Actually, we used to live just down the road on 144th, and we decided we were going to sell our home and kind of downsize. I stopped in here and looked at it first, and then we sold our house actually fairly quickly. We were coming from a ranch, a large ranch, and so it was quite a change. Our realtor had talked to us about the condos we're going to be opening up.
So we looked at the condos, and we liked the location. We liked the layouts of the condos. We have the townhouse. We've been really happy with our decision to move here.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we worried about was downsizing, because over the years you accumulate quite a bit of stuff, and with storage going from a 2,300 square foot house to a 1,500 square foot unit, it was like, well, we're going to be able to store everything, and we actually have much or more storage now because we took care of the storage area better by building in shelves and stuff and actually planning how we wanted to do it. So I mean, that part really was a big help.
Yeah, storage space hasn't been an issue. That it could have been coming from a larger
unit. It's got plenty of closets.
Well, my favorite room is one of the spare bedrooms, because we have a 3-bedroom unit, and one of them I've converted to a hobby room. I've converted to a hobby room. We've converted to a hobby room, and that's where I have my sewing set up, and I have a view from our unit. I have a view of the woods area, which is really nice. It makes it relaxing, makes it a nice place to work.
Yeah, I think the living room is probably my favorite. Living room and kitchen are downstairs on our townhouse, and I do all the cooking now. So actually, I've always done all our cooking. But
he's retired. I'm not, so it works well.
I just threw in lunch and breakfast now sometimes, so that's about the only difference. I spend most of my time downstairs, and a lot of time up on the computer, which is on our second floor landing.
We like a more informal, where you can talk to the people while you're cooking, and you have company over. You can have that great room concept. Works really well. I think it's a more useful for our lifestyle at any rate here in the Northwest. I think it works really well.
And the kitchen bar works out nice for us, because we get groups of people there, and then in the living room and dining room. So
we have a patio. We love our patio. Yeah. Sit out there. We can barbecue there, or we can go over to the gazebo and use the barbecue that's over there.
So we had an expectation, of what it was going to be like, and then we went over and tested the units when they were still empty and stuff, and I'd go in one and yell across and stuff. And,
it's pretty quiet.
It's pretty quiet. I have a woodworking shop in there, so I have a big workbench that I had made at my other house and brought in, and it's an 8-foot bench. Twin vices on one end and a shoulder vise on the other side, so it's fairly substantial. And I kept my bandsaw because it's fairly quiet, so that's about the only power tool I actually run. Everything else is hand tools. So.
Oh, wow.
They're beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's well built. I haven't had
cabinets.
The cabinets are lovely. The granite countertops are really nice, and we have the stainless steel. I guess they'll have the stainless steel appliances, which are nice. Yeah. And the fireplace with the built-in arch is really nice. It looks nice, and we've got a flat screen TV that we put up there, which works beautifully.
That's our TV home. So.
Our TV home. It's very nice. In fact, we have it reserved for next month because our daughter and son-in-law are coming from England for a visit. So we've reserved the room, billiard room, which is really nice. Yeah, we're looking forward to that. There have been a couple of times where other people have reserved the room. We've joined them to watch football games, what have you. Yeah.
We both use the gym a lot, and as much as I can, and then especially in the winter, and use the gym more for walking. And I ride a stationary bike, and helps on my knees. So.
We love the pool.
And we live in the pool.
We live in the pool. We were the first ones in the pool, even when it wasn't heated.
Yeah.
When it was first.
It was probably
first
65
made.
degrees in there, and we were in with our grandson, and he can't wait to come over to swim, and so I usually watch him for a week or two in the summer during his vacation, and we spend all of our time in the pool, and we can do exercises better in the pool, and we
Yes.
use the hot tub, quite a bit. I have rheumatoid arthritis too, and so I can do almost everything in the pool that I can't do outside of it. So, so it's really nice.
We use the pool a lot.
I watch the deer from the workout room. There's 3 deer that kind of live in the area, and they sit outside us there, and they come. And
it's fun to watch them.
Yeah, we've gotten pictures of them up out in our front yard. Our grandkid just loved that. Who just runs right by a door, and we've gotten some good pictures of them up on the waterfall and stuff walking around. So.
At the end of the summer, when there were blackberries, I went along the trails there and I was picking blackberries. They're right there.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times she's run down the stairs with her camera trying to get them, and of course they trot off and stuff. We'll see them from in the living room or up in the computer. And
you did get them on top of the waterfall, though.
Yeah, I did get them one day. I had to use a 400mm zoom to get them, but I stood over there and they were just watching me like a hawk because they were ready to take off as soon as I moved a little bit, because I had my tripod and everything set up, but I was able to stay over in front of our apartment. Yeah, they're always around now. It was just like
the sound.
Being home.
That was that was one of the reasons we selected the unit we have, because we have a nice view of it, and when the weather is a little warmer, we like to keep the bedroom window open, and you can hear that, and it's wonderful. Yeah. Or even from our patio, we can hear it and we can see it, and it's nice to sit out there in the summer, and we sit out in the evening and have something to drink and just relax.
What do you
Iced tea or lemonade?
Iced tea or lemonade, yes.
Set up and got some beautiful shots of the mountain.
It's just right in your face.
In fact, I think
Screensaver
at work is one of the shots I took down there.
Yeah, and we can see it from our bedroom window, and we can see it from our patio too.
It's just gorgeous view. I mean, especially at sunset and stuff. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
The thing that I like is that you not only see Mount Rainier, but from the condominium units, you can see some of the other cascades too.
Right.
And so you have this really nice view, and you get the seasonal look. You move into a new house or a new condo, and there's always something, and we might have had 1 or 2 very minor things, and they were remedied right away. I can't remember any significant issue that we've had.
Yeah, there wasn't anything significant on the walk through at all. Just a place where paint had chipped off or something, and they fixed that right away. So
we wanted a place that was not an over 55 unit. I mean, we're over 55, but we didn't want that. We wanted a nice mix, and that's one of the things that I like about here, because we have people of all ages.
Yeah, it's a closer neighborhood now than we lived in before. We lived in a gated community before, and it had 19 homes, and we probably only knew our closest neighbors there, even though I would walk up and down the street and stuff, and it just was a hi, but there really wasn't any closeness. And here it's more like we all know each other, we all say hi and come over and talk, and so
and it just works out really well, because that's part of that sense of community.
And meet at the pool. So I mean, there's a lot of common areas where we actually get together, and then we've been over here for a couple of outings. We
had a barbecue with some of the neighbors over at the gazebo over by the pool. That was really nice. And that's one of the things that we wanted, was someplace that had a sense of community. We kind of missed that at our last home, and we've been really happy with that.